So there's going to be a plugin video after this one. In the plugin video, I'll say that there was a Modpack Madness one before this one, as we get Goizo, random item stats, and scars. I didn't check. I think it was character specific, which means 2 custom mysteries. But that's all I wanted to say to open up, because it's not due to anything that I've reported to anyone really. So yeah, just trying to remember my backstory setup, but. As we get into Goizo, Scars, random item stats, 2 custom mysteries, custom character once more, we'll try running ally attack. It's not my first choice here with 6 charisma, but we'll do it for funsies. Also because we may have the charisma check. Takshisan, strength, second encounter, knowledge, dexterity, and maybe every single stat check. But as I said, there should be a plugin video at some point after. The reason for that, I'll explain for a minute or two, is that I was actually planning to, and then, you know, as I was setting things up, I was like, that makes no sense, because then I don't have a Modpack Madness video. Not that I could just, you know, couldn't just replace one with the other, but it would probably be a good idea to just do both in a day, since I can do it, as we get Kana, Recluse, Ramen, Arcade, and Postal. Now, if we get Orphan, we'll check really quickly. I'm pretty sure doesn't look like I have it. But if we do, we'll just try to treat it as one of the regular mysteries for a long while. Basically, at least 25 episodes. Just making sure what I'm planning to do. So definitely Recluse after a thing. Arcade and Postal. I don't remember what happens in Postal, enemy-wise. So, nonetheless, I know I'm going to take Kana first. So it might be Arcade third, or it might be Postal third. We'll see what happens. I did not grab any damage increasing, by the way. And by that, I mean an ally. But, so you could get Fame here. That's why I popped in. Yeah, it costs a lot of Doom, but usually, no, I don't want to spend any more Doom. So usually you can only get about 5 to 6 allies. So getting a guaranteed ally after that, although it costs a lot of Doom to do. I'm just looking at the stats really quickly. Although it costs a lot of Doom to do. Do I have an ally with me already? I have Kana. I'm going absolutely crazy. Well, I wasted experience for no reason. It's been a while since I got Eels as a mystery. Can you just forgive me for that one? But what was I talking about? I'm going crazy. Oh yeah, I was doing a plugin stuff, and yeah, basically it'll happen afterward. I did get things set up as well as I wanted to, but basically like 90% of it is going over new things that have happened since the last version anyway, so you know, all things considered, we still get just as much damage. For 2 stamina, it's not bad. Also, we're on Scars. That's why I'm a little bit more willing to run ally attack. But in that case, as you can see, 1, we didn't get our... Yeah, with just 3 allies, it can still be painful. But 2... I forgot what I was talking about. I'm not even tired, because I literally just woke up. But, yeah. I mean, I didn't just wake up. Obviously, I woke up, did things, you know, have breakfast, take medicine, so on and so forth. You know, look at work, and, you know, I'm here now. So, I think we lost Kana finally, so which means we can grab our student allies. Would have liked a charisma increase. The knowledge decrease is bad, but, I mean, it was already going to be bad when we get, the brain damage curse anyway. So, yeah. We have Ward, but it's being replaced by a custom mystery, I believe. So, yeah, we'll move on. So we can use the monument here. Because we are in Scars, again, another reason why I'm a bit more lenient on running ally attack with 6 charisma on Scars. Or because we have Scars, basically. That's all I have to say. Now, keep in mind, we're really, really slow with nicotine withdrawal, but since we're only going for prep ally attack anyway, I didn't think about that, though. I wish I could equip this camera. But, yeah, with nicotine withdrawal, you're probably just going to get prep ally attack anyway. It takes a really low charisma to not be able to do that. And in fact, it might take a very low amount of charisma to even not fail to do prep ally attack. So, with nicotine withdrawal, though, on the flip side of that, if you're using a weapon, going for a lot of attacks, or prep attack, or a lot of combinations of attack sequences, launch sequences, tends to not do well. Now, that being said, if we enter Recluse here, I just realized we might be in a bit of trouble, but we have Book of Gore, so, yeah, just checking. I was like, I feel like I got Book of Gore. We did. So, Yeah, we'll take the Doom here. Again, Recluse is also low Doom. That's another positive for running ally attack here. But again, if you're strategizing all this out, you should have already known this. I think like 2 out of the 4 things I mentioned is things that were a nice coincidence. Things like having Book of Gore. Things like having Recluse. Things like having, I already just forgot. But you get what I'm going at here. Scars was just one factor that I remembered. But, moving on. That being said, as a player, I am very, how does it, go by feel, even though I do like to just, study and research and do homework as well. So, if you haven't already heard me talk about it, because we're just going to autopilot through this, not really much to look at here, but, also, a quick little thing, I think nicotine withdrawal could be removed by the Cursed Doll before this version, and that was a bug, so hey. But yeah, we can still get 3 Sever Kicks now. We do take a lot of damage for it, but less so because we have Kana and Scars. Again, another coincidence that I didn't think about beforehand. But this is really, really good, by the way. But yeah, as a player, at least, or just sometimes in life, I do like to just study things in advance. So, like, that's why I try to be so meticulous in my preparation. Because when it goes down to it, although I trust my instincts are, 50-50, but it's 50-50 in its extremes. By that, I mean, when I have to rely on my instincts, 50% of the time it goes really badly, and 50% of the time it goes really, really well. So, and this is also frequent. I can mention a few examples as we take Arcade, because I don't remember how worse Postal might be to Arcade, but... Oh, that's right, we need cigarettes as well. Thankfully, we do have things now we have on our own, but we're running ally attack, but we have funds to work with, is what I'm trying to say. We also now have Brick. 3 damage, but better than nothing. And if nothing else, we can throw it. It's extra inventory space. But, just mentioning real quickly, so for FF14 for raids, I did a lot of homework, because I know that I'm not usually one... I'm worse learning by practice than I am learning through knowledge, if that makes any sense. Again, as odd as that just sounds, because I just said that I don't mind relying on instincts, and in fact they can go well, but at its end, it's 50-50, so that's why I like doing homework. Another example is when I'm playing a fighting game, I usually like to look up frame data and so on and so forth, but as I mentioned before, also I forgot to visit the police station, as I mentioned before, my hand-eye coordination is not actually my hand-eye coordination and awareness is not the best. But that feeds into why I like to study beforehand. There was another example I wanted to use, and not just... Oh! I mean, no, I think I did. Anywho, unplug the machine and let's fight. I should have actually used these cigarettes here, but it's fine. We have Scars and Kana, so as the bumpin' music blasts my ears, not in a painful way, but... and we also get, I think those are high roll or normal roll ally attacks. Whatever you want to say, I got the bigger of the 2 damages. But, yeah, that's why I like usually studying beforehand. I forgot how this all started, but we're just going to take double charisma and move on with our lives. Which feeds, I mean, if you want to go to World of War, which feeds into other aspects. Basically, aspects of my life are affected by me wanting to, do well in things. I'm not even trying to be a perfectionist, although I do have a competitive nature, so that feeds into my ability to, want to be perfect. Anywho, moving on here. Oh, that's part of Postal. I'm going crazy. I did already narrate through Postal. I forgot how long ago it was, so I apologize if I don't go through it. But yeah, not really much else to say on that point. Also, I would like more funds. So since we have the stuffed toy, I was going to say the old coin, I don't mind treeing for funds here. And in fact, that's not actually that bad, so I don't need to use it. In fact, I could grab more funds if I want, but really we only want 1 more pack of cigarettes, and I don't remember if I've ever prepared. If we run into out of funds though, I'll trade off stamina. Again, I don't really care about my stamina reason for the moment. Hey, speak of the out of funds devil. Yeah. Run to the door! Ugh. Why did I believe? 1 reason, 1 doom. That's not that painful. As much as the flip side of that would be me complaining about 2 doom, 1 reason, that's less than the average amount of damage. Again, doom is... You can treat a point of doom as a point of doom, but what I mean by that, as we proceed to just reason ourselves out, we do have Book of Gore, but I'd rather smoke these cigarettes. Now they should last the whole run. Is that... a point of doom to me is more like a 0.5, 0.66 HP. Again, I'm treating this all like... Hold on, let me focus for a moment. Not that I remember anything, but... I really don't remember. Attack the arm. And use our handcuffs. You know what? Better than nothing at all. Now, we still get reason for failing that, but hey, confront the postman, because we're just gonna fight. I mean, we have Scars and Kana. This postman, whoever it is, like, we have literally 7 other people standing along with us, just stomping them to the ground. So we watch as, you know, the injured mailman is taken away after getting stomped on by like 8 different people. But that could have been bad. I think he actually does 3 damage. So it is. It wasn't as easy as I'm making it out to be. But as we take ramen and cruise through our last mystery here. Yeah, not really much else to say. There was something else I want to know. Did I say it? I think I said all I wanted to say on the topic. Not that I prepared it for today, it's literally stream of consciousness. But, I mean, just for video games in general, if I were to speak on it, is that I do try to take my look into, anyway, nice 12 roll on luck by the game. Try to sneak that past me, eh? But, obviously if a game's new, I just Vanguard my way, and you can see at least 2 different games on this channel, in which I just Vanguard through and I just slam my face against the wall over and over. Now, at a certain point, I will just give up the beast and look things up, but, at the same time, I mean, I think there is value, and I've mentioned this a long time ago, I think, but there is I should just run from this, by the way. Could brick this into a sever, but no, not worth it. 73% doom on our last mystery. This is your advice for the day. But, yeah, if the game, basically, my general rule is if a game's been out for a week or 2, I don't really mind looking things up, and I'll usually add in the, whatchamacallit. Also, that's right, we don't lose the handcuffs because custom events don't take away requirements from you, but... I'm pretty sure. Am I going crazy? I feel like I've said that before. But yeah, a long time ago I forgot what I was going to say. Goodness, Takushi-san stuff. Second encounter doesn't matter. We have 75% doom. We're just going to walk up this lighthouse after doing this. And we have Book of Gore. But, yeah, we will fail every single stamina check, but I still don't really care. So, I mean, if I really wanted to, I could have traded off stamina there as well, but we have Book of Gore. Like, I'm spreading my arms and then putting one of my arms back so I can control this as we move on. I don't even remember. I'm just going to say it was the Green Man. I don't know. I think we took Arcade... No, we took Arcade third. Did we really not fight anything on our first mystery all the way till Arcade? Am I going crazy here? Otherwise, we Book of Gore here and move on with our lives. And away we go. So yeah, if you have anything to say, that would have been... Well, does that affect ally attack? I don't even know. This is how infrequent you can run into certain combinations of status effects. But anyway, not going to take up more of your... Not going to take too much more of your time. I'll see you in the plugin video that might come in about 4 to 8 hours. And thank you for watching. Bye.